the new way to cook liver that's winning everyone over. For this recipe, I'm using 1 kilogram of liver and I'm pouring a cup and a half of beer right over it. I'll cover it up and let it marinate for 15 minutes. Once time's up, I'll transfer it to another bowl. Now I'm using a knife to cut it into pieces. This thickness is just right. Then, just chop those into smaller bits. Trust me, this part is super easy to do. Now I'm tossing everything into a food processor. Close it up and blend it well until it turns into a more liquid texture. When these ingredients come together, it's a burst of flavor. You're gonna love it. I'll pour everything into this bowl right here. This recipe's a real gem. I'm adding half a cup of oat flour, chives to taste, 100 grams of chopped mozzarella, half a chopped onion, half a cabbage, a grated carrot, and 3 eggs. Now mix everything together until well combined. And hey, tell me where you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's hug goes out to Jacob Miller from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm so glad you're enjoying these recipes. Now I'm adding a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Give it another good mix, no rush. I made this yesterday for some friends and they loved it so much they begged me to come share it with you. Let's add some olive oil to the pan. I'm using a brush to spread that olive oil nice and evenly. Even if you're not used to cooking, you can totally pull this off. I'll pour the mixture in here. You're gonna love how this turns out. Cover it and let it cook for 15 minutes. Once that's done, I'll use a spatula to loosen the edges from the pan. Then I'll flip it over using a plate. On top, I'm adding some chopped mozzarella, cut like this to make it look even better. Some parsley to taste. Spread that around. Now cover again and let it go for 10 more minutes. And look at that. How amazing does it look? Time to move it to a plate and cut into it. I gotta say, the smell is another highlight. It's so good your neighbors will be wondering what deliciousness you're cooking up. Now that you've learned how to make this awesome liver recipe, you can totally impress your family and friends. They'll be amazed at your new kitchen skills, and I'll be right here with more awesome tips for you. You'll see, no need to spend hours in the kitchen to get something this tasty on the table.